Am I the asshole for not tipping after overhearing what my waitress said about me?
Okay.
I, 30 female, was at a restaurant last night with my mother. She was meeting my boyfriend's mom for the first time. We're punctual people, so we got there about 30 minutes before our reservation. We got seated with no issues. It took the waitress 20 minutes to get to our table, even though the restaurant was pretty empty. Right away, I could tell that she didn't want to wait on us. She didn't greet us with a hello. She just asked what we wanted to drink. We told her, and I noticed that she didn't write our order down. It took another 15 minutes for our drinks to get to our table, and they were wrong. It's hard to mess up a ginger ale and a vodka soda, but she did. My mom pointed out that she didn't order a Pepsi, and the waitress rolled her eyes, took my mother's glass, and disappeared. I excused myself to go to use the washroom shortly after. I had no idea where I was going, so I went to the entrance to ask one of the hostesses there. While I was walking up to the server area, I overheard my waitress talking to some other hostesses. She was pissed that she had to wait on, quote-unquote, a black table.
No.
Because they never tip well.
Wow, I was not... I should have expected this coming, because, like, why the fuck would you not do any of these things? But, yeah, okay, I do believe this has happened.
When I first heard this, I was like, wow, that sounds like bad service. Gosh, is that, like, what a moral quandary on whether or not you tip for bad service or not, because they don't get paid.
I was waiting for the twist, because listen, there are situations where you shouldn't tip, and we just were hearing one of them. Yeah,
she wasn't even whispering when she said it either. I wasn't stunned, but her lack of effort started to make sense. I interrupted their conversation, and I asked where the bathroom was. I didn't let on that I had heard what they were talking about. When I got out of the bathroom, my boyfriend and his mom were already seated. My boyfriend and his mother are white. When my waitress saw the rest of our party, she did a 180.
Oh my god, dude.
Her service was stellar. She took notes, told jokes, and our water glasses were always filled. She didn't make another mistake.
Fucking... wow, dude.
Because the night went so well, I decided to treat everyone and pay the check. She gave me the machine, and I smiled at her while I keyed in 0% for a tip.
Yeah, no shit.
She didn't notice until after the receipt had been printed out. Now, this is also extra crazy to me. After this.
No way she's gonna make a fucking stink out of this. That's crazy.
That's crazy to do if you're not racist and you just gave a shitty service.
Yeah.
You're just shitty at your job.
Yeah.
And you're checked out or something.
You're shitty at your job because you're racist also.
Well, let's be clear. But like, had she not said that and she just gave shitty service and you gave her 0%, if she showed up and was like, where's my tip?
Yeah.
That would also be crazy. To me, I think.
Yeah, no, all of this is fucking crazy.
Yes. She tapped me on the shoulder and asked if I had made a mistake on the bill. I told her I didn't think so and looked at the receipt. She asked if there was a problem with her service. And I said her service was fantastic, but since I was a black woman, I don't tip well.
Yeah, you have to use those words against her.
Yeah.
Because you fucking... Dude, racists that are just, like, so open about it and then having a shocked fucking Pikachu face when, like... why are you mad at me?
Yeah. Her face went white, and she kind of laughed nervously, and I laughed as well. I walked out after that, but my boyfriend's mom asked what had happened. I told her what I had overheard, and my boyfriend's mom said that I should have tipped her anyway because it shows character.
Fuck you.
Yeah, no. You don't have to do that. She seemed pretty pissed at me after that. My boyfriend and my mom are both on my side, but I'm wondering if I should have just thrown in a $2 tip. No.
No, not even.
Yeah, no.
Am I the asshole for being a, quote, party pooper for not playing a toxic-ass game and, quote, making a bigger deal out of it than it needed to be?
So this one is just gaslighting. This episode is just gaslighting all of it.
The episode,
all of it is just gaslighting. Yeah.
Yeah. I, 24 male, went to a party. In total, 20 people. We are all 23 to 25. We were doing some heavy drinking when someone came up with a game they called Secrets or something.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a real fucking game. Let me know if it is. I can't believe this is a real game.
It's possible. I mean, I feel like I've heard of a game called Secrets, but I don't know.
Yeah. The game goes like this. Someone whispers a question to anyone they choose. Example, who is the ugliest person here? And the person answering chooses the person who best fits. The person whose name is picked doesn't get to know the question unless they take a shot. The person who answered can take a shot too to stop them from hearing the question. It keeps going until someone taps out. The person who is picked then has to ask the question to someone. That's how the game goes. People will do anything to take
to drink.
Yeah.
That's why I believe this is a real game for sure.
I thought that was a terrible idea at the start because it's not like we're all super close friends, and a lot of the questions were targeted at specific people.
Yeah.
Or they were asking the most awful, mean questions.
Yeah.
Someone asked me who has the most fucked up teeth here, and it was clearly geared towards this one girl that was there who was on the quieter side. I said fuck that and told them I'm not playing, and everyone kept telling me I had to take 5 shots because I refused to answer the question. I said nah again, and the dumbass who asked me that question said it out loud and made it so awkward because everyone knew it was basically just meant for that one person.
That's so fucked up.
Somehow I'm the bad guy for turning a small game into a big awkward situation by not just playing along. Someone explained it to me like this: it's lighthearted making fun of people.
No.
Question was who has the most fucked up teeth. Lighthearted.
What's that phrase that's like, it's only like you can lightheartedly joke at someone only if it's something that they are able to change for like, and if they change it, it's like less than $5 or something.
I think I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's a silly shirt, or that's like a shirt that is like, has like some dust on it or something.
Yeah.
Or like, that's a stupid t-shirt.
Or you say you got dustier and then you do the flick up. That's lighthearted.
Yeah, like, oh, did you do your laundry today? I don't know.
Also,
like
lighthearted ribbing happens between like usually close friends.
People that you know, yeah.
Yeah, and like you can tell where people's boundaries are. Someone explained it to me like this: it's lighthearted making fun of people, and because I made a big stink, it ruined the night. I guess I can understand that point of view, but to me that was just so mean. Am I the asshole for making a bigger deal out of this than it should have been? Again, I don't think anyone here was that close, so this game doesn't really make any sense to play to me personally. I just think this shouldn't only fall on my shoulders. At the very least, it was everyone's fault for this stupid-ass game. Am I the asshole for laughing in my cousin's face when she tried to stage an intervention for my, quote, drug use?
There are 2 ways this could go. He does legitimately use a lot of drugs. And he's like, which it would be really funny.
Yeah, like
but also extremely sad.
Yeah.
Or he takes Advil and drinks coffee.
It's closer to B. It's closer to the latter.
Okay,
yeah.
We'll see.
I, 27 male, have a condition which causes me to overproduce earwax. I don't tell people about it because I was bullied for it growing up.
Oh.
Only my wife and parents know. Every other day I have to put medication in each ear, let it sit, then flush it out with a rubber-tipped syringe. This prevents ear infections, vertigo, permanent hearing loss, and worsening of my tinnitus.
Oh, wow.
I have dealt with all of these things to some extent, so I stay on top of my eardrop regime. If my alarm goes off when I'm with others, I go to the bathroom for 20 minutes and knock it out. If I don't follow my schedule, I forget, so I can't put it off. Yeah, you see where this is going? 2 weeks ago, my mom hosted family dinner. My cousin Kara, 37 female, saw me waltz off to the bathroom to do my thing, syringe in hand, and asked what I was doing. I said just a minor medical thing. She kept pushing, but I didn't want to say anything because she gossips. I told her it's personal and scooted past. When I left, she was standing in the hallway. She asked what took so long and why the toilet didn't flush. I said none of her business. She said she didn't mean to offend. Last weekend, my friend called me to invite me out to lunch with some buddies. He said to meet up at his house so we wouldn't have to drive separately. I arrive at his house to find Kara and my friend sitting solemnly on the couch. Kara said they were here to talk about my, quote, problem and that they just wanted to help. I said there is no problem. Suddenly it clicked in my head what this was about. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit out of shock. She asked what was so funny, and I said, first of all, why didn't you talk to my wife or my parents? She said she didn't want to involve my, quote, enablers, which just made me laugh harder. She looked annoyed and said she was done trying to help. I said that's all right by me. She stormed out. I explained to my friends. They knew I had a condition, but never pressed me on it. I guess when Kara approached them, they thought I was lying. Obviously, I'd rather they know than worry about me being an addict when I'm not.
Right.
I thank them for their support anyways. Kara had apparently reached out to all of my friends through social media.
Oh my god.
We all got a good hearty laugh out of it, which Kara must have heard because she was, of course, eavesdropping. She burst back in and told me...
She has a problem.
She has a fucking problem.
Yeah, she needs to have
We
a
found the
talking
real
to.
addict here, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't even know what it is. Yeah.
Okay, she burst back in and told me to tell them the truth, to which I said I did. My friend kicked her out. We went for lunch, and I thought that was that. My mom called me yesterday and told me she had talked to Kara about the whole thing and explained. She said Kara was very upset with me and essentially called me an asshole for not explaining and laughing in her face and embarrassing her. I said I was embarrassed and that Kara had no right to my info.
Yeah.
I think she shouldn't go around snooping and making assumptions. My mom still thinks I should apologize.
No.
Edited to add, she didn't see my alarm go off, just ran into me on her way from the kitchen. My alarm isn't for dinner time, it's for 9:15 p.m. I do it at home most of the time. And that's it.
Also, like, I don't think I have, like, a condition unless the comments are going to go crazy. But, like, I do have a buildup of earwax from wearing headphones all the time.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
And I do have to do the droxy, the drops.
Yeah, with the syringe, yeah.
With the syringe. The syringe, though, looks like a cartoon syringe.
I found out that my girlfriend has been sleeping with her boss. My head has been spinning since last night and I don't really know what my next moves are. Some background info. My girlfriend and I have been together for 2 years. No kids, but we moved into a new place in October and signed a 1-year lease. I'm 30 and she's 28. About a year ago, she started working at this new job that she absolutely loves. It pays good and she's made some new friends there. In December, during their office Christmas party, I got to meet her boss for the first time, and it was very obvious to me and probably anyone with eyes he's attracted to her. It made me uncomfortable, but she didn't give him any more attention than she did anyone else, so I didn't think anything more about it. Last month, she got a raise, a significant one that even she was surprised about. She said she spoke to her boss and he said it's for her performance. She accepted that answer. I didn't. I told her he's obviously attracted to her and that's why she got this raise. She got angry and accused me of saying she doesn't work hard. We had a huge fight about it and I ended up spending the night on the couch. We didn't speak for 2 days and I ended up apologizing but asked her to just watch out for this guy. On Friday, we had gone to a friend's house for drinks and dinner and my girlfriend kept checking her phone and whispering with one of her girlfriends. I got a sinking feeling but tried to ignore it because I didn't want to cause a scene in front of our friends. On the way home, I asked her who kept texting her all night and she said a friend from work. And when I asked who, she said, "Why does that matter?" and got really defensive, so again, I dropped it. Saturday morning while she was still sleeping, I decided to go through her phone and I found hundreds of text messages between her and her boss. Very inappropriate text messages and pictures. Honestly, I wanted to throw up. I took a couple of screenshots and looked at the conversations with a friend from the party who knows this has been going on and was just gutted. She told her friend he's the best she's ever been with. They talked about how the initial raise was to get her interest and he's been giving her bonuses. And apparently most, if not everyone at the office knows about them sleeping together. I took screenshots of everything and deleted the proof that I sent them to myself. I haven't confronted her about anything yet. I can't even look at her right now. I know she knows something is wrong, but she isn't talking to me either. I know the only logical answer is to break up with her, but I have a lease that I can't afford on my own. I don't know what to do. I'm so incredibly disgusted and heartbroken. I'm angry at her and myself. I feel like I saw all the red flags that this was happening and ignored every one of them. So what you do, okay, you get all of that proof and screenshot and you can call her HR anonymously and say, "Hey, there is some shady business going around through sleeping together and he's giving her all these bonuses." And you have proof of that and they both get fired because that is a big HR no-no.
I and my husband had our wedding 2 days ago. During the wedding, I noticed my best friend, F24, and husband were missing halfway through our reception. At first, I thought they must have been outside for a smoke break. I decided to go looking for them since I was curious and had a bad feeling. I knocked on the door to see if everything was alright. I then heard my husband say, "Be quiet." The second I heard his voice, I started banging on the door. Suddenly, my supposed best friend and new husband walked out looking like they had been dragged through a hedge backwards. They both had a guilty look on their face, and in that second, I knew exactly what had happened. For a bit of context, my best friend had a tendency to open her legs to everything that moves, but I never would have thought she would open them for my own husband. As for my husband, I thought he was one of the kindest people I had ever met and never would have expected this from him. After they emerged from the bathroom, I stormed away while they both chased after me, apologizing.